M. Fletcher Brown with another artist video blog at kicks96country.com. Our guest in studio today, all the way from Canada, the great North. All right, the other big country in North America that you may or may not be familiar with, all the way from Canada by way of Nashville, Tennessee. Please welcome our guest today, Craig Moritz. How are you, Craig?
I'm doing good, Fletch. How you doing?
Man, it's a pretty good day.
It's a great day.
You come all the way down from Canada just to visit us here in
Just to
Muscle
see
Shoals.
you, actually.
Just see all the way. That's how important we are. I'm kidding. He's been in the States for a while. All right, so I read some interesting things about you, but we'll get to a few of those. But I do want to kind of talk about Canada. Obviously, if you've been watching our artist videos in artist interviews over the years, you probably know that I'm a big fan of Canada. You know, I've been there a couple times. I actually grew up just south of there in Michigan.
Okay.
And it wasn't uncommon. I mean, I would used to watch TV out of Toronto. And I realize that it's an entire country and it's like it's not entirely uniform. But I've always been a big fan of Canada. Canada's a beautiful country. The people are always really, really nice. You hear that a lot about Canadians. They're really, really nice. But also Canadians, they've given us some really, really great country music artists. We have Terry Clark.
We do have a Terry Clark.
And Murray.
Absolutely.
You know, I mean, I could go on and name a whole bunch of them. Shania Twain.
Shania Twain, yeah.
You know,
Emerson Drive.
Emerson Drive. See, I mean, the list just goes on forever. So, Craig, talk to us a little bit about like you growing up in Canada. What part of Canada are you from?
I'm from Alberta originally. Ironically, home of Terry Clark. I was born in Medicine Hat. I lived there for probably 12 years. Lived all over Alberta. I'm currently residing in British Columbia right now.
Okay.
I always wanted to be in the mountains, so moved out to Columbia Valley about 7 years ago, and just moved to an acreage out there, which I've always wanted to do. So just enjoying the acreage life and all the ups and downs that come with it, you know.
So you're actually country living though, right?
I am a country living, absolutely, yeah.
All right. So your earliest musical roots, though, I mean, were they rooted in country or?
Absolutely. You know, my grandparents always listened to country music, and I grew up on all that stuff. You know, George Strait, Randy Travis, Alan Jackson, and they listened to obviously Waylon and Merle and Johnny Cash and all the greats and stuff like that. So always rooted in country.
So you grew up with a background in country as far as like as a fan.
Yeah.
At what point in your life did you decide that, you know, music was what you were going to do and country music specifically was what you were going to do?
Well, there was no doubt that if I was going to do music, it was going to be country. And I'm trying to pinpoint when I said I should do this as a career. It was probably when I had enough of working in the oil patch. I said, I need to go out and try the music thing and just see if I can make a go out of it.
All right, what is an oil patch? I know what it is. I want just in case you don't know.
It's right here. It's the oil patch. No, so I was working up in Fort McMurray in you know the tar sands and stuff like that, and for various companies, and I had an opportunity to start a band and start playing local in Fort McMurray, and we went on the road, and one thing led to another, and started recording music, started releasing music to radio in Canada, and finally just said I need to make a shot in the States and give a go at that too. So that's what we're doing now.
All right. So Canada sent him down here to us. You've had at least 3 studio albums prior to right now released in Canada, is that right?
Yeah, that's correct.
All right. So you're no stranger to, you know, making music and getting out on the road and playing and supporting it. But this is your first run at the United States market.
Yep, absolutely. So I'm totally stoked about it and a little bit nervous about it, but it's a good excitement too. I'm just happy to be here and
All right, well, let's talk about the single "Fun to Drink With." Is it? Now I've heard it, but I mean, I want you to explain it to the folks that are listening.
Is it
self-explanatory?
Yeah, it's kind of an autobiography. You know, my wife would not agree necessarily to all the lyrics in that song.
They never do.
But yeah, I got to write that song with a good buddy of mine, Derek Rachan. I don't know if you know Derek. He's wrote a bunch of hits for, you know, Dirks and Blake Shelton and all that. So it was really cool to team up with a fellow Canadian and have his name on it. And so we're looking forward to the future of this single. And yeah.
All right. So "Fun to Drink With" is pretty self-explanatory. It's just like Craig Moritz is fun to drink with. All right. So if you haven't heard it, you might have going to go find it. You can call us here at Kicks96. We'll happily play it for you. A couple other things about you one of the things that was really interesting. I know you produce, is it a TV show that you produce?
So I kind of a executive producer, and that's a work in progress. American Supergroup was the original name of it, but it's kind of everything's changing with that. I can't say too much more about it right now because
it's in that place.
There's some stuff going on, but it is coming back, so it's going to be pretty cool And as soon as I can give some more details, I will definitely do that.
Okay, so write down, make a note somewhere, American Supergroup, details to come. And also, you've actually dipped your toe into acting. Like you appeared on one of my favorite TV shows, amongst others, Hell on Wheels.
Yes, I did some background stuff. I was a townsman, I was a train conductor, and just some cool background extra stuff like that. So kind of dabble in it, and who knows, maybe I'll venture into that a little more.
All right, so like, see that face? Like, learn that face, and when you're going back and binge watching old episodes of Hell on Wheels, you might see him in it.
That's right.
All right, so, but music is still our primary focus.
That's the primary
Yeah,
focus.
that's what we're going for.
When I lose my voice, hopefully it doesn't happen. Maybe I'll go into silent acting, silent films. I don't know.
All right. Well, Craig Moritz is our guest. If you want to hear the single "Fun to Drink With," Calls Kicks 96, we'll happily play it for you. If anybody here is interested in learning everything there is to know about Craig Moritz, where do they look on the internet?
CraigMoritz.com, CraigMoritz website that links to all my streaming, all my socials. I haven't Googled myself in a while, so I'm scared to do that because you never know what's going to come up.
You really don't.
You don't know.
You
With
don't
the AI
know.
and stuff like that, there's probably impersonators.
It's probably a good idea you have somebody who cares about you Google you for you and then tell you only the good stuff.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. All right. So go find him on his socials. You Google him, and if there's anything bad out there, don't tell him. Just let it live there.
Exactly. It's probably not me. If it's bad, it's not me.
If you want to hear the single Calls of Kicks 96, look for a live performance from Craig elsewhere here on our YouTube channel. Thanks for coming all the way down from Canada to visit.
Appreciate it.
All right, and come back and visit us whenever.
Absolutely, whenever you want.
All right, and we'll see you next time on another artist video blog, kicks96country.com.
Cheers.
I put a smile on your face when the bartender makes it a cold Bud Light. Jack on ice ain't much for talking sports.